with all these clips and stuff, like people are like, oh, the metaverse is coming and it's going to take over. It's like, we're already doing it. Like you see, we're out to dinner. Everyone's on their phone. Like they're already living in that other world of the likes and all this stuff.
Pretty much. I mean, have you tried the VR goggles? Have you done that thing? It's pretty, when you use it, you say to yourself, or at least I do, I was like, oh, this kind of is the future. Because like you know Redband, Brian Redband?
Yeah.
So he does this
You guys
thing.
work together a lot, right?
We're friends. I've done his shows and stuff. I don't know if I'd say we work together a lot, but like a good friend of mine.
Okay.
And he has this thing he does every night where he just gets drunk and he goes on VR chat, which is this world where everyone's on their VR goggles and you're an avatar. And he's just in this world talking to people, and he just streams it live on his YouTube. And not that many people watch it. He gets maybe 100 viewers a night.
Yeah. That's still big for YouTube starting now. Like it's so hard to penetrate.
It's weird. Like it's very nerdy. So the people watching aren't your typical stand-up fans. You watch it and it's just kind of these ultra niche comedy fans that are into technology. And but it's weird. I went in there with my VR headset and it felt like I was talking to you, kind of very close. It's close to it without actually doing it.
Is it like the Oculus or?
Yeah, in the Oculus, because it's literally I turn and I'm in that virtual world, you see whatever's there. I turn to you and I see your thing. When you talk, your mouth moves. So it's kind of one step further than Zoom calls.
Interesting.
Yeah, because you actually feel like you're in the world.
That could have been like the savior of stand-up during.
There's they're bad, but there's open mics, but they're better than Zoom shows.
Open mics on Oculus?
There's this thing. So it's the program is called VR Chat.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
It's free.
Yeah,
I believe it's open source. I'm not sure.
Can I be like a passive viewer and not have the goggles, or no?
I think there is a version that you could download. It's not cool. It's not nearly as cool though. I would get the goggles because you'll instantly be like, whatever, I'm shutting it off.
Right.
But you get the goggles and you can go in this world. You don't have to go up and do it. But yeah, there's an open mic
at fourth wall
level. Probably it feels just like it. And there's someone on stage and their mic is turned up and you're in the audience and it's interesting. I could definitely see
it's all men.
If it was more popular, if more people had Oculus headsets, it's only a matter of time before a big comedian is like, I'm doing the first ever VR show and I'm selling tickets.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Do you play video games?
A little. I'm not very good, but I have a gaming PC that I built for video editing.
Okay.
So I have some games.
You got the setup.
Yeah, I got it.
You do go into the you're like me. We're both like I get into like a creative field and there's a tech element tied to that creative field, and that takes up a lot of my energy. I'm like, I learn about the components and the gear. That's how I got into engineering. Like I wanted to do music production, and I was like, but the gear and the board. Yeah. I can learn how all these knobs work.
Oh, you know how many things I've convinced myself I needed and then bought because I wanted the gear, and then just sits on my shelf and I don't use it.
It's a form of collecting.
Yeah. But collecting stuff that loses value quite a bit and gets outdated every few years. And then all of a sudden, I'm replacing this outdated piece of electronics that I didn't use, but I want the new version of it anyway. I'm like, with the new one, I'll use it. And then don't use it.
My friends were trying to convince me to build a gaming PC in the pandemic. They're like, I'm like, I know myself. I'm going to drop all this money on it. And I'm just going to.
The gaming PC was worthwhile for me because I use it for video editing. I know you have a MacBook, so you don't need that. But I use it. It's multi-purpose. I have it gaming, for streaming, for video editing, for Oculus. I use it for, so yeah.